Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install and use this crystal refinement library to automatically solve crystal structures using ShellX environment. This package was featured in this publication, so for more details about this package, please check out this publication. And as you have seen, this package is archived as of late 2024, but we have started updating with the latest current versions of the libraries. So please check out this GitHub repository to get started. To install this library, first create a new environment, and I'm going to call this car, and I'm going to set the Python version to be 3.13. Activate the environment, then clone the repository by copying this URL and typing git clone. Okay, now that it's cloned, we can get into this directory and look at the requirements listed in this file and install them using this. Okay, cloning is done. Let's get into this directory and then install this. To do that, type pip install dot. Okay, now that it's installed, we need a configuration file to run any optimization. There are two examples of configuration given. One is a full one and then a minimal one. So let's look at the full one for now. So you need to provide the path to Excel and access in this configuration file, um, and make sure you are giving the absolute path if it's not already in your path variable. Otherwise, you can just give the names of the binaries. And then we have parameters in determining the branches and selection for the next iteration. And then we have bond lengths as well as mixing pairs, both of which are now available in the library as statistics acquired from Pearson crystal data, aggregated data, and then number of results to output. For the minimal configuration, you have to give the path to Excel access, and then this is optional, but this will inform you what's going on. Okay, now to test this, we have this input files in this examples folder, and then to run, type crystal refinement followed by the configuration file with the C flag and followed by the directory, in this case examples, and then I input. So I for the name of the input file. So in this case, it's named input.html and input.ins. So it's input, and then the output, we're going to write it as test. So with that, and then finally the -r flag to run. So with that, hit enter and it'll start running. So, and if you look at this folder, it'll start writing the output file. So we can take a look at this and you'll see that it keeps changing. So it's testing different options. And in the progress, you can also see what it's doing. So right now it's considering switching elements, and then you will see that it'll go through different steps, removing sites with more displacement, and then considering mixing, and then finally anisotropy and extinction parameters. Okay, so it's finished running. Let's take a look at the outputs. So if you go to this optimize the results folder, you will see the outputs. So the first one we are going to look at is this report. So it shows you which pairs were considered for mixing and the bond lengths that were used. And then if you go to this optimization graph, you can see the options that it has tried. And as you can see right now, it's considering too many options, and we are working on to narrow this down. And among this, you see one path is actually shown in green, and that's the path it took to the final solution. In addition, it also will give you the other top 9 solutions based on their scores. And the solution, or the path to solution, is given in this PDF file. So if you see this, you can see it removed RH7 and then removed IN4 due to high displacement, and then didn't do any element changes, and then added variable occupancy for IN3, and then extinction and anisotropy, and finally suggested weights. So the final solution has an R1 value of 0.267, and if you go to this, the 0.RES, you will see that it also has the same value. And then, of course, the other solutions are also listed. Okay, so that is crystal refinement tutorial. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Or if you encounter any issues, leave an issue in the GitHub. Thank you.